and you are representing the ward as a councillor. I promise no one is to call in worship, please. Whenever you're ready, 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. And yes, as you say, for the record, just to stress, I'm speaking against this application strictly in my capacity as a ward councillor, having first taken advice from the head of Democratic Services, just to be clear on that. So firstly, I would compliment the case officer on his report. I think he's done a very good job in highlighting the very many ways in which the proposed development fails from a planning policy perspective, including highways, site heritage and policy conflict impacts on the existing street scene, residential amenity. I won't go on ad nauseum in 3 minutes, and we've heard it from Councillor Small, it's in your report before you. And of course we know that a planning refusal must be robust to give us the best chance of sustaining a refusal of appeal, should you be minded to refuse this evening. Now, during the last few months we've met many residents about this proposal, and I personally stood for 3 hours talking to exhibition attendees last autumn, and have met and spoken to many individuals since. Now, of course, 1,700 signatures on a petition, although very remarkable, is not of itself a planning consideration. It's not enough not to like a planning application, if only that were the case. But it does illustrate, I think, the strength of local opinion and the near unanimity of view among local residents in their opposition. I think people are realistic. They understand there cannot be knee-jerk opposition to every single site planning application, or we risk the matter being taken out of our hands by His Majesty's Planning Inspectorate Appeal. And whilst whatever the outcome, whatever may eventually come forward may fall short of what we'd ideally like to see, any proposals must be appropriate for the site and properly respect its heritage, something that the application before you this evening manifestly fails to do, in my opinion. I believe from the outset the applicant's project team have shown scant regard for the site's heritage, dumbing down the listed Spitfire Memorial and its significance in its display material in a way which frankly dishonours the Polish airmen and their service. The heritage of the site is something I've been close to for decades. I was actually at school with the son of the gentleman who was responsible for the memorial, the late Peter Burke, and it was raised by public subscription many years ago. Alongside Councillor Small, I would like to thank the many residents who have supported us in our opposition, and also groups linked to the Polish Armed Forces such as 303 Squadron Association. And finally, I know from long experience that one takes the Planning Committee for granted at one's peril. However, I would commend to you the officer's report and recommendations and urge you to refuse this application, which really is nothing short of an affront to the community in Ruislip, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Committee.
Thank you, Councillor Corthorne. My first dentist was a Polish Spitfire pilot, so there you go. Any other questions for Councillor Corthorne? No? Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.